What's up, douchebags? I hope all of you had a good Christmas. Coming back at you guys after a little week break. I know most of you probably don't care, but to the people dropping the 2 likes on my videos, I appreciate y'all. And I apologize for the little wait y'all had on this video. So let's just get right into this shit. So yeah, today I'm gonna be telling you guys about a time that I went to a Halloween party and that shit got busted by the cops fast, and it turned bad. So, day started off pretty normal. It was Halloween. Had school that day though. It was pretty shitty. So, get out of school, hang out with a couple of my friends who we're gonna call Armadillo. We were with Armadillo, and then another one of my friends who we're gonna call Woodchuck, and then another one of my friends who we're gonna call Trombone. So, the four of us were all just chilling, kicking it, gassing, just trying to figure out what to do that night. And we had all known of a party that was happening, but I was the only person who was like invited in the group chat at that point. But all of them who were with me just agreed that it would probably be fine if they went. It was a fat-ass Halloween party, so it wouldn't really be that big of a deal if they just came with me and just pulled up. We just keep gassing for a little bit, chilling, and then eventually we get pretty hungry, so we go to Five Guys, order up some nice burger and fries, and then after consuming that shit, it was time to go to the party. First, we had to get some alcohol, and then once we did that, they got hit up by another one of their friends who was also having a party, who had this really nice house. And since they weren't invited to the party I was going to, they decided that they were just going to go there because they were actually invited, which I kind of understand. But also, I had agreed to go to this party with another group of my friends who've been more prominent in my videos. I agreed to go to this party with them too, so I couldn't just flame on them. So I agreed that after the party I was at, I would meet up with them again and go to the party at the really nice house. So they all leave, they go to that house, and I wait a little bit for the party to start because I don't want to be like the first person pulling up. And then after the party starts, I get there, shit's chilling, talking with a couple little ladies, talking with some of my friends, just waiting for my other friends to get there and just start getting drunk as fuck and having a great Halloween. We start drinking and it's pretty boring for a while, I'm not gonna lie. Didn't really know a lot of people that were there. And at this point, I was just waiting for my friends for a while. So about like 40 minutes passes and eventually they show up and we just start going ham. We walk right into the center of the party, just start chug, 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 chug. We just start getting drunk as a bitch. And everything was going completely fine. We thought we were chilling. They literally had people at the gate of the area we were at, just making sure that no one gets in and out. So we thought we were golden. We thought we were having a great night. Everything was set up nicely. And then out of nowhere, blue lights are just at the front of the barn. I had a joint in my hand. I was ripping a joint at the moment, and blue lights just pull up right in front of everyone in the barn. There was probably about like 50 people in this barn, and the cops just pull up directly to it. This was private property too, so I don't really know how they were able to do this. Apparently the gate was left open. They just drove right up to the barn. Immediately when that happens, I pass the joint to someone else, and me and my friend who, in some of my older videos, he hasn't really been in any of my recent videos, but in some of my older videos that I'm pretty sure aren't on my account anymore, we called him Joey. So we're going to keep calling him Joey. So me and Joey just immediately dip out the side door. We dip out and we get to the side and we're just hiding behind the barn with just two random ass girls who I did not know in my life. We were just still drunk as fuck, still trying to have a good time. So those girls were like asking us what our names were and stuff, and I was like, yeah, my name is Colombia. And we were just geeking, doing some random ass shit, waiting for the cops to leave, but they were not getting out of there, bro. They were not leaving anytime soon. So eventually we hear on a loudspeaker, everyone who is here needs to leave right now and get in your cars and drive. And anyone who can't drive, find a ride. And so at this point, I was fucked. Because I had literally pulled up there completely alone. And I'm drunk as a bitch. I just was fucking ripping a joint. I'm cross as a bitch right now. And these cops are stopping every single car and talking to the driver before they let them drive away. So at this point, I'm literally shitting a brick. Because I know if they're breathalyzing us, I am not passing that breathalyzer. So I'm tweaking at this point. I try and stay for as long as possible. I'm just talking to everyone else who's in the same boat as me, who has to drive. And they're just all like, what the fuck are we gonna do? Because we had heard that they were breathalyzing from some people, but others were saying that they weren't. So it was kind of a gamble at this point. So it was either we leave our cars here, walk, get an Uber or some shit, or we just say fuck it and drive and hope for the best. And that's what I ended up doing. So as all the cars are leaving, my friends decide they're going to get an Uber because they're going to a different party. And because I had agreed to go to the party with Armadillo, Woodchuck, and whatever the other person's name is. I already fucking forget. But I had already agreed to go to that party, so I wasn't going to the same place as them, and I was forced to drive. There was nothing I could do to leave my car there. I could not get a ride. I had no money in the bank, just spent the rest of my money on beer and weed. I had no money in the bank, couldn't get an Uber. I was fucked. So I hop in my car, pop 2 icebreakers, and put on the straightest face I could. Pull up next to the cop, have a great conversation with him. You know, once you have those conversation skills, you grow into yourself, you can get away with a lot of stuff. So I just talked to this cop, and he's chill as fuck. He just looks at my ID and just says, alright, is there any way you could take someone else with you? Because all of my friends who had pulled up, they were just waiting for an Uber and just talking to the cops who were right there. So they were like, could you give a ride? And I was like, no, I'm not going to the same place as them, and that's just too far out of my way. And he was like, alright, have a good rest of your night. So I pull off, and I am so happy, bro. My brain is literally having an orgasm at this moment, because I just got away with being cross as fuck, driving with a cop talking to me and making sure that I wasn't drunk. I just got away with that shit. I'm golden. I'm about to go to this house and get drunk as a bitch and high as a motherfucker. So that's exactly what I do. I get there, bong, 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 shotgun, bong, bong, shotgun. The rest of my night was pretty good. So that's the end of the video. Bye. Sleep tight. Good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite.